Good morning. Good morning. It's cold here in North Carolina. It's the first day of spring, I believe, and it's 30 something degrees. So I'm back in my turtleneck, still fighting the crud. We'll give folks a moment, and then we're going to get started. Well, good morning. This is Dr. Teresa A. Smith, Dr. TAS. Welcome to Dr. TAS Live at 9. Please like, share, and tag this video. Please like, share, tag this video. Please leave me comments. I like seeing your comments and your thoughts. Please reach out to me on all my social media platforms. This morning I want to talk about change. And change can be either good or bad. Many years ago, I worked with a nurse on a psychiatric unit, and she said that to me. And I was green. I was right out of college. I didn't understand. But as I've gotten older, I understand that change is both good and positive. And so, I thought about change, and I'm like, okay, we have to change our Facebook password. We got to change our email password. And I thought, well, if I had $1, not a dime, $1 for every time I've changed my password, excuse me, I would probably be able to buy a pair of shoes. Because, some women now, we like our shoes. And I thought, change, change, change. You just can't get away from change. And change is a verb. That means that you have to make or become different. In other words, you're shifting something. Something is transforming. You're adjusting. And then I thought, okay, I know we got to do this in our everyday life because, we're always having challenges. But what does the Bible tell us about change? And so I thought about Ruth. Then I thought about Samson, and I thought about Paul. And I kept thinking on it. And then I thought, well, Samson, he really went through a change. And if you know the story, Samson had this superhuman strength. If you're a comic book person like I am, you might think about some of our superheroes. He had this superhuman strength. And, his enemies wanted to know what made him strong. And so they didn't know. And so he hooked himself up with this beautiful woman called Delilah. And so she had been sent to find his secret. And so he would toy with her and tell it was this and tell it was that. But ultimately, he told her what his secret was. And his secret was his strength was in his hair. And he was never to cut his hair. And so he was with her one night, and he told her, and she realized she had the real secret this time. And so she cut his hair. And so then she alerted him that his enemies were there, and he jumped up and he was going to, protect himself, but he didn't have his strength. And so as I thought about, Samson and Delilah, and I thought about this thing called change, I realized that it is very important for us to examine our environment and those that we connect ourselves to. Now, it's, excuse me, change as it relates to people and relationships, we're constantly evaluating that. And, some relationships are good at some points in time, but then as things shift, those relationships are just not appropriate at that moment. It doesn't mean that you don't like the people, you don't love them. It's just that at that moment in time, the relationship is not a relationship that nurtures who you are or who you are going to become. And we see that very clearly with Samson. He was visiting Delilah. You go look up the story. He was having fun, and it was okay. But once he revealed where his strength came from, that became a negative relationship that ultimately took his strength. And what I mean by his strength was his gift. That was his gift. And because he connected himself with the wrong relationship, ultimately he lost his gift. And he didn't understand that it's okay to rearrange relationships or to make a shift when it comes to those who are influencing us in our life. So what I want you to think about this morning and then the rest of the day and then throughout the week, months, years, who do I need to connect myself to? Is it a chance that I may need to shift or I may need to change who is influencing me? Because the people that influence you, they control your mind, they control how you think, and they control your behavior. You want to align yourself with individuals who are ordained, and I like that word. It may not make sense to some people, but it's okay. Who are ordained to help you in your path. Someone said to me, probably about 6 months ago, you're on a journey, but whose journey are you on? You think about that today. Whose journey are you on? Whomever influences your thinking and your behavior determines your journey, destination. So remember, you can make a change. It's going to be difficult because change, positive or negative, is difficult. But sometimes we have to change our environment. We have to change our actual connections to people in order to make the shift that aligns to where we're going in life. So remember, change is difficult, but change is a necessity. And sometimes we have to rearrange the influences in our life. This has been Dr. TAS live at 9. Please like, share, and tag this video. Please like, share, and tag this video. Happy first day of spring, and make it a great, great Wednesday. Bye now.